Hello, this is Mr. Wright. This is the Translating Words into Math video. Please open your MSG to page 73. Okay. An algebraic expression, a group of variables, operations, and/or numbers that represents a quantity. Expressions do not contain an equal sign. So for example, we have the expression 4x plus 8. And notice there is no equal sign. Okay. Then we have the equation 4x equals 8. So an equation has an equal sign. So the equation has an equal sign. Okay. So remember, an algebraic expression is to express something. It has no equal sign. Or an equation has an equal sign. And in the word equation, notice you have the first 4 letters of the word equal. It almost sounds like equal, equation. Okay, so remember that equation has an equal sign, expression does not. Okay, so some words that mean, when we're reading a word problem or working through other examples of problems, or just even when we're talking in everyday life, we use these words and they mean the 4 operations that we're used to seeing in mathematics. So for example, for addition, when you hear the word or use the word or read the word in a math problem, add, plus, sum, more than, increased by, total, in all. These are all examples of words or phrases that are used to mean adding or addition. For subtraction, we have subtract, minus, difference, less than, decreased by, take away, less. In multiplication, we have times, multiplied by, product, of, twice. And finally, for the 4th operation of division, we have divided by, divided into, quotient, each, half. And there's even more words that represent these 4 different operations. These are just a small sample of the many words that can be used to represent these different operations. Okay, so let's look at the different operations. Of course, we have the 4 operations of adding, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, first we have the numerical expression 37 plus 28. Okay. Some words, instead of using its plus sign, some words that represent addition are 28 added to 37, 37 plus 28, the sum of 37 and 28, 28 more than 37. Then these are numerical expressions. Now we have an algebraic expression, which remember includes a variable. In this case, it includes the variable x. We have x plus 28. So with 28 added to x, x plus 28, the sum of x and 28 more than x. Then we have the operation of subtraction. 90 minus 12 is our numerical expression. 12 subtracted from 90, 90 minus 12, the difference of 90 and 12, 12 less than 90, take away 12 from 90. Then the algebraic example where we have k as our variable, k minus 12, 12 subtracted from k, again k minus 12, the difference of k and 12, 12 less than k, take away 12 from k. Now we have multiplication. Okay, again, a numerical expression, and we can use parentheses, the dot for multiplication, or the x, multiplication sign. 8 times 48, 48 multiplied by 8, the product of 8 and 48, and 8 groups of 48. And also the algebraic expression, and once again, we can use the dot, the parentheses, or we can use just simply the 8 and the variable, because that implies multiplication. Okay? 8 times w. W multiplied by 8, the product of 8 and w, 8 groups of w. Okay? And finally, we have division. Okay? And then for the numerical expression, we have 327 divided by 3, Or by using the fraction bar, we have 327 divided by 3. Okay. So we have 327 divided by 3, the quotient of 327 and 3. Then we have our algebraic expression where we use n divided by 3 or n over 3. Okay, so n divided by 3, the quotient of n and 3. Okay. So warning, and it's important to remember this, 7 is less than x. Okay, if we say is less than x, that means we're using an inequality. So in this chapter we will not be using inequalities, so be careful. 7 is less than x. Okay. 7 less x means 7 less x means 7 minus x. Okay. 7 less than x, when we say less than x, that means x minus 7. That implies that 7 is less than x, meaning x is smaller, or meaning x is larger than 7. So 7 is being subtracted from x. So when it's 7 less than x, that implies that x is larger and that you're taking something away from x. When 7 less x, you're just saying 7 minus x. Okay, but when you have that then, it makes a difference. And when we have is less than, that's when you add the inequality. So be very careful. Okay. So here's some examples. Write each phrase for each expression. And we're using words. We're translating words into math and math into words. So these are algebraic expressions. So, for example, for the first one, we can say x decreased by 45. Okay, x less than 45. 45 less than x. And x minus 45. Okay, those are all phrases that would work for the algebraic expression x minus 45. Okay, how about 4 plus z? Okay, so for this one we can use 4 increased by z, the sum of 4 and z, 4 plus z, or 4 added to z. And again, you may pause the video to make sure you write these 4 phrases down on letters A and B on page 73 in your MSG. Make sure you have all 4 phrases written down. Okay. Okay, and the next page. Okay, just take one moment. The computer is frozen. If you need to fast forward the section of the video, you may. Okay, so finally, write each phrase as a numerical or algebraic expression. So now we're translating words into math. So if we have the sum of x and 5, this would be the same as x plus 5. Okay. For letter D, the difference of 8 and y, okay, keyword difference, which represents subtraction, so 8 minus y. Okay. 12 groups of z. Okay, remember, groups of refers to multiplication, as that'll be 12 times z. Okay. And F, 24 divided by 6. It'll be 24 divided by 6. 5 less than k. So k minus 5. Remember, 5 less than k, which implies that k is larger than 5. We're taking 5 away from k. 3 times the sum of 7 and 8. So it'd be 3 And you're going to need parentheses times the sum, so 7 plus 8. So finally, your homework for tonight, and you may write your answers on MSG page 72 if you need more room. You need to write each phrase and situation as a numerical or algebraic expression, okay? And then answer the word problem at the bottom of the page. Please have your homework out on Monday on your desk for me to check when you come to class. Thank you for watching the video.